Meet love in sport. Truly loving someone means providing unconditional support, sticking by your woman or man no matter what. They say love knows no bounds, but with our first-class athletes, this isn't always the case. There's the couples that couldn't make it because of hectic schedules, wandering eyes, or just plain incompatibility. But there are still the dynamic duos that have been able to make it stick, because the heart wants what the heart wants. Even sports stars aren't exempt from being weak at the knees, because love will always find a way to reveal itself and the truth. Over time, many of the stories that stand out involve the matter of the heart. And nobody wrote a better love story than William Shakespeare, including his classic Romeo and Juliet. The tale of star-crossed lovers, their feuding families, the Capulets and Montagues, the reason for their ill fate, because no one is immune to love. And this includes the athlete. Nadia Comaneci was one of the greatest Olympians, the first gymnast to score a perfect 10 and winner of 5 gold medals. And while home is America, it wasn't always the way. Nadia defected from Romania to the US in 1989. But way back when she was 14, she had a competition in New York where she met a handsome American boy, Bart Conner, both winning the meet. An Olympic gold medalist himself, Conner eventually won the heart of Comaneci. The pair headed back to Bucharest to wed in 1996. Over 10 years on, Nadia and Bart are still joined at the hip, even in business. Amongst many ventures, the pair host motivational talks and have a gymnastics school. And unlike some stars who find the one the first time, others give love more than one shot. America's answer to tennis royalty, Chris Evert, has tried her hand at love several times. The first was Jimmy Connors. On paper, it couldn't look any better. Both Wimbledon champs. However, the engagement was called off in 1974. Then there was her first marriage to British tennis player John Lloyd, which ended in 1987. Evert went on to marry downhill skier and Olympian Andy Mill, with whom she had 3 sons. But her on-court nickname, the Ice Maiden, rang true. Their love turned cold. So she moved on to warmer waters with the Great White Shark, who was one of Mills's friends. Evert wed Greg Norman in 2008 in the Bahamas, but their marriage lasted less than 2 years. Coming up, some of the best love stories in sport. Sport has delivered some of the greatest love stories, and none was greater than theirs. Florence Griffith Joyner, or FloJo, was America's queen of track and field, winning 5 Olympic medals. In 1987, the fastest woman in the world married Olympian Al Joyner, brother to track champion Jackie Joyner. Al recalls that when he first laid eyes on FloJo, they were both 20 at the 1980 Olympic trials. It was 7 p.m. and he was dazzled by the girl at the sign-in table. 8 years before FloJo's untimely death, she gave birth to their daughter Mary in 1990. She's undoubtedly one of America's greatest skiers. He is the most remarkable golfer we have witnessed. You could say they got caught in the act, but being in the media spotlight for years can give you a certain stealth and ingenuity, especially after being exposed as his marriage to his first wife unraveled.
Well, it's very simple. You know, we're very happy where we're at, but also we wanted to limit the stalkerazzi and all those sleazy websites that are out there and following us, and we basically devalued the first photos. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is in our society right now. And we felt like it was the best thing to do, and you know, very happy about it.
The story goes that Lindsey Vonn met Tiger Woods at a charity event in 2012. And after confirming their relationship status in 2013, it was game on. The high-powered sport duo were hot property on the red carpet.
It was certainly different. It was something that you know, Lindsey wanted to try and grow her brand. She's coming out with a new perfume and makeup line, so that was a big thing for her, and I'm supporting it.
The best part about loving an elite athlete? Understanding what it's like to win an Olympic gold medal or a major championship. But with the highs come the lows, and having a companion that understands the intense pressure of competing at an elite level, knowing all too well what it's like enduring serious injuries, can be invaluable. In 2013, at the World Championships in Austria, Lindsey crashed when competing, being airlifted to hospital.
Vonn over the top, and she is down heavily.
Tiger immediately sent his private jet to fly out to get her and bring her home. The veteran golfer has also suffered his fair share of injuries, making him an understanding boyfriend.
No, I mean, it's been really great to have Tiger supporting me, and he's been through the exact same thing, having ACL surgery. I mean, he helped me a lot through that whole process and helped me to be patient. You know, I'm not very good at sitting still. I am not good at being patient, and that's one of his strong suits. So he helped me through it, and you know, he told me that everything's gonna be okay on the end, and in the end, and I trusted him, and he was right.
The loyal Tiger also sported a missing tooth after supporting Lindsey at a race in Italy.
And then I came up above, and I was looking down, and all the camera guys are below me, on their knees or standing or getting on the ground, moving all around, trying to get a picture, because she's hugging people. And the dude with one of the video cameras on his shoulder was kneeling right in front of me, stood up, turned, and caught me square in the mouth. So he chipped that one, cracked the other one. Oh, Jesus, the flight home was a joke. I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink until he fixed them, until he put the temporaries on.
Unfortunately, fate had other plans, and the pair split in 2015 due to conflicting schedules, with Lindsey favoring the winter for her sport and Tiger the summer.
It obviously does affect me. It is tough. There's no doubt. I'm not going to lie about that. It is tough. This 3-day window is really hard. I haven't slept.
But one guy who is sleeping well at night is Roger Federer. The Fed Express has dominated men's tennis with multiple Olympic medals and over 16 Grand Slam singles titles to his name. He's also created a beautiful little family with his fellow tennis lover. The power player first kissed his wife Mirka at the Sydney Olympics. With 2 sets of twins, she's taken to the sidelines so that he can fulfill his dreams.
Clearly, family's most important thing in life, you know, as I know. My wife's been incredibly supportive throughout, and she's always the backbone, you know, and it's been great with her. And
Sania Mirza has become India's answer to a tennis champion. However, prior to 2010, she had only won one of her multiple Grand Slam titles. The same year, she married cricketer Shoaib Malik. The pending wedding dominated the headlines, with rumors swirling Malik was already married. But ultimately, he sorted out the situation. The other reason the news spread far and wide was the fact that an Indian and Pakistani wed, known as a cross-border wedding.
Shoaib and Sania are looking very elegant in their outfits. Almost all celebrities are present here at their wedding. I feel good in this pleasant atmosphere. I wish them all the best.
Mirza was urged to reconsider, but love prevailed, with the pair basing themselves in Dubai. The marriage has clearly proved fruitful. Mirza has collected multiple Grand Slam doubles titles with Martina Hingis since she wed her cricketing beau. With his wife killing it on the court, Malik returned to Test cricket after a 5-year hiatus, scoring a double century.
Well, I mean, the biggest difference for us is that he plays a team sport which has 11 people. I always say you can blame each other all the time.
You're so nice.
But, you know, it's tough for me to blame her because there's only... No, I'm just kidding. No, we try to... no, we just... I think it's great. Obviously, we try and push each other, you know, but... It's great that he's doing so well. He came back in the Test team after 5 years and to make a double century. I mean, that was incredible at any time to make a double century, but at the time that he did, and it's been a great year.
Malik's return to the longer form of the game in 2015 had him praising his wife, saying, "When you look at her and how well she is doing, you get inspired, and you want to do as well as her." Equestrian Zara Phillips' wedding to retired rugby player Mike Tindall in 2011 was nothing short of a royal affair. As 16th in line to the throne, the ceremony in Edinburgh drew in the fans. But then they took to the Queen's residence in Scotland to celebrate privately.
The day was amazing, and to be honest with you, to have all of your friends there in one place for both of us was the best part of it, and friends and family together was great.
Tindall's best man was Ian Bolshaw, a teammate in England's victorious 2003 Rugby World Cup team.
Unfortunately, both of us do have quite busy lives, so it's gonna have to wait a bit for honeymoon. But yeah, it's quite nice to go back to work as well. But yeah, we're kind of missing the quiet period and where we can catch up and have some sleep. But yeah, it's back to work, and that's what we do, and we'll wait until we retire, maybe.
Since the wedding, Zara has experienced her own success, claiming silver at London 2012. After the break, the baddest of breakups. Having your career played out in public has its downfalls. Your private life can become public fodder, and a relationship breakdown can be the cause for a big news day. Such was the case for Caroline Wozniacki when Rory McIlroy broke up with the Danish tennis star. The pair were the high-profile super couple from 2011 to 2014. But they gained even more attention when the golfer broke off his engagement to Wozniacki over the phone after the wedding invitations had been sent out. Luckily for her, she has the greatest squad. Best friend Serena Williams helped her to get her groove back in Miami.
It was bad advice. I hope she didn't listen.
What was it?
I don't remember. I told her never look through the guy's phone. Like, that's like a pet peeve. Like, that is the worst thing you can do. And I told her most relationships end. It wasn't very good advice.
They played at Chelsea and England together, teammates and friends. But it all unraveled when it was alleged that John Terry had an affair with teammate Wayne Bridges' former girlfriend, model Vanessa Parencel. To make matters worse, the French model was his wife's best friend at the time. The scandal meant that Terry lost the England captaincy just before the 2010 World Cup, which Spain went on to win. Bridge moved to Manchester City while Terry stayed at Chelsea. The two would face off against each other for the first time on opposing teams. Before the match, when it was time to shake hands, in front of the crowd and millions more on television, Bridge snubbed Terry and opted not to shake his hand. And just in case you were wondering, you could say karma worked in Bridge's favor. Man City won the game 4-2. Sarah Ayton was queen of the seas. The Yachtswoman won Olympic gold at the 2004 Athens and 2008 Beijing Games with her crew nicknamed Three Blondes in a Boat. Back in 2004, she wed windsurfer Nick Dempsey. The same year, he won Olympic bronze. But she decided she would give him more than the gift of love. With gold to her name already, Ayton opted to stay home and look after the children, so Dempsey would have his chance at the Midas touch at the London Olympics. The three blondes decided to pick another blonde to replace Ayton in the boat. Enter Hannah Mills. And Dempsey didn't deliver enough of a performance for gold, but rather took home silver at London 2012. But he also came home with something, or rather someone else, reportedly leaving his loyal wife for Mills. Ouch. There is no denying that having a companion is important, but friendship can be just as integral to happiness, commonly known as a bromance. Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods are an unlikely match.
As an athlete, yeah, you do notice these things. You know, we all have to make adaptations as athletes and have to make adjustments, and I'm no different. As I've explained to you guys many times, MJ created a fadeaway. He couldn't jump over everybody anymore, and he created a new way to score and get points. I'm the same way.
While both know what it feels like to be the best in the business in regards to their sports, only one knows how to deal with the quiet space that comes with retirement after such playing success. They have spent plenty of time together and have a rock-solid friendship. Jordan worries about Tiger but understands his drive, which he shared with ESPN, saying, "The thing is, I love him so much that I can't tell him, you're not gonna be great again." But Tiger is still kicking on. Ballers like to stick together.
To answer your second question, anytime I get an opportunity to be with my brothers, D-Wade and Melo and CP, is always great. You know, we don't take these moments for granted.
LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, and Chris Paul are all at the top of their game. So when the four of them hang out, you could say it's a case of great minds think alike. The NBA players like to spend their hard-earned cash together, including the time LeBron and Wade rented out a humongous yacht in the Bahamas for some downtime. Playing on different teams means on court the competition heats up, but it gets even hotter when it comes to their fashion game.
I think we all look competitive. I mean, from the standpoint of you just want to make sure that you stay up to par, you know. But I think we all have our own sense of fashion as well. So, you know, when I'm on a team with guys who dress well, obviously with LeBron and Chris Bosh, them guys are unbelievable dressers. So I have my own style that's a little different from theirs. But I think we all keep each other, you know, we all keep each other on our toes, so it's good.
The Miami Heat player bows down to the man he used to call his teammate, otherwise known as the King.
You know, he's a guy who, you know, what he puts on, he has confidence in it. You know, whether it's, you know, a suit, you know, whether it's him, you know, dressing down, dressing casual. I mean, he's done an unbelievable job of continuing to grow his style and his fashion sense. So, obviously, you know, he's a good friend of mine. I'm happy for him.
When Wade married his actress lover Gabrielle Union, 9 years his senior in 2014 in Miami, LeBron made sure to attend in style, just like his press conferences.
Try to be successful.
Marco Reus played for Bundesliga club Borussia Dortmund during his youth, but left after his slight frame failed to blossom. However, in 2012, he returned, much stronger and tougher, delivering some amazing performances. But he didn't deliver it all alone. He'd been reunited with best friend Mario Götze. the pair had the Emperor singing their praises while helping their team reach the final of the 2013 Champions League. As fans of music, the duo also like to sing along to Justin Bieber together. Perhaps both are beliebers. By the time the 2014 World Cup came around, both Germans were excited at their chances. However, Royce injured his ankle and missed what it felt like to lift the trophy above his head. So the faithful friend Goetze took his friend's shirt onto the field as a mark of respect. Royce took to his 2.5 million fans on Twitter. Congratulations to the whole team. Your dream has come true. And thanks to my bro for your gesture. Believe. That Goetze had moved to Bayern Munich in 2013 clearly didn't affect their bond.
When I signed
at Dortmund, I said I wanted to achieve something with the club, the fans and the players. I have got the feeling that it is not over yet, despite the difficult situation. But that is my decision. We fall and we win together. Of course, it's a decision for life. That is the reason why I took my time and thought about this. But I came to the conclusion that I want to keep playing and help Borussia Dortmund to get out of this situation and then to attack again.
Goetze's move saw Royce find a new friend, which is where Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, or the African Footballer of the Year, comes into the picture. They'd become Dortmund's new dynamic duo, even tweeting photos while one rests. Some know them for their appearance in Aubameyang's Brothers rap music video, but even more know them for wearing Batman and Robin masks after Aubameyang scored a goal for Dortmund. No matter how they're scoring for the black and yellow, at least they scored in the friend department. Still to come, female footballers and their husbands. When you're a footballer, you can be famous for your skills on the pitch and also your better half. But it's not all about the wags. Each year, we see more success coming from female footballers. And you could argue that there is no more a famous female goalie than Hope Solo. First, there's her Olympic gold medals from the 2008 Beijing Games and at London 2012. Followed up by her 2015 Women's World Cup win, where the Americans annihilated Japan 5-2. Solo met her match in now retired American footballer Jeremy Stevens, marrying in 2012. The pair have been notorious in the media multiple times. Stevens spent 2 days in jail after pleading no contest to drink driving charges when driving the Team USA van after the World Cup. To make matters worse, Solo was allegedly in the van, ultimately suspended from the US team for 30 days. But it's been happy days for her teammate, Alex Morgan. She'd been dating her fellow football beau for 7 years when she married him on New Year's Eve of 2014. Morgan met Servando Carrasco at UC Berkeley, which is a college in California. The wedding took place with plenty of Morgan's American teammates there to witness it. Followed up by the hometown hero winning the key to the city of Diamond.
I didn't get one.
You couldn't dispute the fact that Erin Andrews has worked hard for her career. The sport presenter's heart belongs to ice hockey player Jarrett Stoll, who plays for the Minnesota Wild in the NHL, whom she met through friend Michael Strahan. But the price of fame can sometimes be extremely high. In 2008, a stalker requested a room next to her when staying at a hotel in Nashville, in turn secretly videotaping her. The following year, it was leaked online, with Andrews humiliated by the 16 million people who watched it. So with Stoll's support, Andrews took the hotel and stalker on in a lawsuit. The case was settled in 2016, with Andrews awarded a reported $55 million. When Hathaway sang his hit song, What Is Love, he asked the question many of us ask ourselves. The fact of the matter is, love can sometimes hurt, but with great risk can come great payoff. It can make even the most level-headed player a nervous wreck. And the upshot of dating someone who's in the same career field as you means that at the end of a hard day of training or playing, your numero uno understands you a little better than a regular Joe. Because love really does make the world go round. And that is the truth.